I'm Gareth and Sale for Golf Business, and we've got an interesting guest with us here at Leap 2025, one of the top people from Oracle. So if you could just introduce yourself to our
Sure,
audience,
Gareth.
please.
Pleasure to have us here. Really a privilege to speak to you on this wonderful Leap campus. My name is Cherian Varghese. I head the Oracle technology business for Europe, Middle East, and Africa, and mostly focused around the growth markets of the world. So, very interesting time.
And you made a big announcement at Leap 2025 today, all about Zoom. Can you tell us more?
I think we are so excited with the partnership with Zoom. The good news is that Zoom has always been an Oracle partner. We worked with them during COVID, and our partnership actually got strengthened. So as you know that Zoom was a user of Oracle Cloud infrastructure. So every Zoom conversations what you have is actually hosted on Oracle OCI Cloud. And that, if you compare it with any other providers, you will find the latency, speed, the quality of the program, etc. So Zoom has got a fantastic algorithm running on their video image capturing and software. What we've now done on today's announcement is Zoom has introduced an AI component on top of it. So Zoom has now SaaSified an AI into the portfolio, and that's again hosted on Oracle Cloud. Since it is AI based, you need a lot of GPUs, it needs a lot of decision making, it talks about a lot of machine learning, and they felt that it is best to extend the Oracle relationship of Zoom's existing OCI relationship to carry it forward, put it on the AI map, and bring in all the new features. So it is interesting. I think we are still to explore the power of AI on Zoom as a platform, but from my understanding, it's more got to do with intelligent chatbot services. It's talking about smart intelligence, and the whole experience around Zoom is going to be magnified. So very excited about this whole relationship.
And there's been an AI frenzy of late.
100%.
It seems like every major tech company now is making some kind of announcement about AI.
Very true.
Is this just hype, or is it going to have a meaningful end result for whoever the end user is of this Zoom application?
I think it is the beginning of the beginning. What you're still seeing is we are probably traversed the journey maybe 5%. And if you see, this is the power of singularity, what you say, and this is about exponential growth. And what decades of progress or the underlying activity and the work which was going on, I think it's just going to accelerate over the next 5 years or even a decade. And so I would say we are at the tip of the iceberg. We have not even started. So you will find AI conversation. If you ask a person today why you are using a data platform on your mobile or using general internet, it's assumed that like this place is completely, you are using internet free, your data is flying. It's not even a conversation, right? I think that's exactly what's going to come in data and AI, and it's going to be daily walk of life. And as I said, what you're seeing today intensified in the Leap in this format, that every single vendor, if he or she doesn't talk about AI, life for them is incomplete. So they have to introduce that AI has to be in every single layer of their architecture. If you are in the infrastructure space, you have to introduce AI there. If you are in the data layer, no brainer, you have to introduce AI there. And if you're in an application layer, you have to introduce it there. So if you must have certain application players are talking about agentic AI. So there's nothing but same thing. So I said every layer of IT would have an AI component, and the game is just about to start.
And you've made this announcement here at Leap 2025 here in Riyadh in Saudi Arabia. It's not just a local, regional announcement. I believe it's a global.
It's a global announcement.
It's a global announcement. So what was the thinking behind that and the rationale behind it?
For us, very clear. As you know, that Saudi Arabia is a very important part of our growth strategy. And even before, when the world could unreveal the experience of Saudi Arabia, we've been there in this country for the last 30 years. 30 years back, when it was difficult to fathom the spread of Saudi Arabia, we believed in the power of Saudi Arabia. We've been in the region in UAE for last 35 years. So we first started off our operations in UAE, and then we immediately hit out in Saudi Arabia. And today, as Oracle, we have the largest amount of public data centers as a vendor in this part of the world. We are present in Riyadh, we are present in Jeddah, and we have got many other sovereign cloud partnerships. Say for STC, we have almost signed a partnership and building their infrastructure. So for us, this announcement of Zoom in Saudi Arabia is significant because it also shows to the world how important Saudi is on the world map for us. Not because of anything. The country has got a very strong vision, followed by an acceptability of transformation at every single level. No matter whether you're in public sector, whether you're in bank, whether you are in small and SMB, every single industry in this part of the world is booming. So we felt that this is a great place to announce this. Having said that, Zoom has already been running on as I mentioned, on Oracle Cloud Infrastructure. The AI adoption on top of it was absolutely a feather on cap.
And just as a last question, your cloud infrastructure here in the region.
Yeah.
I know that it's growing, you've alluded to it as well. Just for our audience, can you give them an idea of how big or how many data centers you've got and how big some of these facilities are so that we can get a concrete idea of that?
I've lost the count of it, Gary, to be frank, because we are putting data centers in different format to our customers. Initially, when we started off, everybody was counting the public data center. But the game has quickly changed. Now it's all about hybrid data centers. So customers are trying to put their own data center behind their firewall, which we call it as private cloud. At the same time, centers. So what we did is we tried to find the mix and match of both. And why did we do that? Purely because of data sovereignty by each of the countries. A Saudi Arabia government doesn't want its data to go out. Same way UAE doesn't want to do it. Same way for Oman. Same as for Bahrain, and same as for Qatar. So how do you grow in such an ecosystem? If you start putting, you probably need to put 200 global data centers globally in every part of the world, right? If every 200 countries plus, so you'll have to put the public data centers. But what Oracle actually found out is that you probably will have to survive in a mode which we call it as a hybrid of both. There will be local players who will set up the data centers. That's what we call it, sovereign data centers. For example, in Saudi, we have a public data center here, but we also have a sovereign data center along with STC. Same thing in UAE. We have got a data center, public one in Abu Dhabi and Dubai, but at the same time, we have a partnership of sovereign data center along with Do Telecom. So what is happening is sovereign players are playing into it because the market is so big and we are unable to cater to that speed at which the customers want it. So in this region, we're going to find multiple ways of going into the market. One is, as I said, two-pronged approach. One through Oracle's own footprint of Oracle public cloud data centers. And the second one is to partner with the ecosystem and then try and put a hybrid sovereign data center for the country. At the end of the day, consumer would be king, customer would be king. They will have a choice to use an Oracle public cloud or a dedicated region or a sovereign cloud from one of our ecosystem partners. So I think we have given that benefit to our customers to choose who they want to do and what level of services. But at the same time, what we are saying is that under the hood of all the sovereign is powered by Oracle. And that's what a very exciting time for us.
Great. Well, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you so very
on the
much. It's such a
today.
pleasure to talk to you, and
Absolutely.
really all the best. And it's great to partner with you at Lead.
Great to have you on the show. Thank you.
Bye-bye.